This is John Huddleston with Precision Tree Experts. Today we're going to talk about broadleaf mistletoe. So we're here at the Hale Telescope at the Palomar Observatory, where we've been pruning all the mistletoe out of this oak back here. Not everybody knows that, that mistletoe is a parasite. A lot of people, when they think of mistletoe, they just think about kissing under the Christmas tree. But it is a parasite. It's a parasitic plant. It's not a fungus. It's not a lichen. It's not any other type of organism. It's just another plant that happens to be a parasite. The way that broadleaf mistletoe spreads is by birds. Wendy just looked up some interesting information earlier that the word mistletoe comes from Old Celtic, which means bird dropping twig. And the reason why is because the birds eat the berries, which unfortunately there's no berries to really show you right now. But the birds eat the berries, and then inside the bird's gut, it strips all the other stuff off the seeds, and then the birds poop out the seeds onto the tree that they're eating in. And so you can see all these mistletoe seeds on the mistletoe itself. That's not really going to do anything. Mistletoe doesn't parasitize itself. But you can see down here on the stem here where we've had some seeds, and it looks like one of them is even germinated right there. And it's become its own little plant. So what happens is that seed gets stuck to the branch with the bird poop, and then that bird poop acts as a glue, and it also acts as a fertilizer. So as soon as one of these little guys traps a little drop of water right there, it's on. And that plant is going to start putting out little root type structures called hosteria. And they travel laterally along the stems here. And you can kind of see it. We've shaved off some of the outside bark here, but this was where we had some mistletoe before. And you can kind of see these interesting sort of clear veins that are intermixed with the wood itself right there. Those little clearish looking veins right there, you can see a little bit of these different colored spots popping through the wood right there. Those different colored veins, that's the hosteria. That's the roots of the mistletoe there. So when we're getting rid of this mistletoe, if it's completely surrounding a branch, kind of like this one is, and we can't really get rid of all the mistletoe, and we can't really get rid of all the hosteria, we're just going to cut off that branch. We're just going to get rid of it entirely. Now, that would be a sufficient way to get rid of that particular infestation. Now, if we want to get it off of, let's go over here. If we want to get it off of a main stem where we don't want to have to cut off the whole main stem, then we need to disturb the mistletoe where it comes out of the host. So let's take a look at somewhere where we can do that. A lot of this stuff is pretty bad here. Maybe this guy here. We'll separate him from the group. Take a look at this side here. So, got a good angle?
Yeah.
All right, so this is where the stalk of the mistletoe meets the wood of the tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just underneath that stalk, so I'm actually cutting wood tissue. As long as I can disturb where that actual stalk meets the actual tree, and I can sort of mess up that zone, I should be able to eradicate that particular sprout of mistletoe. Now the only problem with that, the only thing that's kind of a bummer about that is now I've wounded the tree. That's not a proper pruning cut. That will always be a wound in the tree, but hopefully that will have less impact on the future of the tree than the mistletoe itself. That's my spiel on broadleaf mistletoe.